I decided to go back to community college, quite frankly, because I think it's a good bridge for for me in what I do in the AAU world. Um, as as a JUCO guy or as a community college guy, it always makes it easier to be able to uh, take care of my AAU kids if I know I have a permanent home where they're at. So Coach Mike gave me a call, and we had worked together at ARC in the past. So I was at American River and from 2014 to 2016, maybe 2017, before I really tapped into what I was doing with AAU basketball. And during that time, I was a skills development coach. Wasn't getting paid, just volunteer type stuff. But I was able to meet guys and coach like Marcellus Howard, Richard Reed, Jericho Avery, Keyshawn, Sinclair, Jarvis, like all these guys, Eugene Crockett, all these guys. And I see them today. And obviously a lot of people know who Marcellus is. He's pretty much famous at this point. And it was really cool to see kind of these guys transition. And so now I'm in a position where I'm not only getting a check, but it gives me a bigger role to tap into helping my AAU guys get to that goal of being able to play collegiate basketball. Because the way the system works, most, if not all, these kids are going to go to the JUCO or community college level. I got back in when I played community college. It was a grind. You really had to fight for what you wanted, the position you wanted, things like that. And I think that hunger's still there with even this generation of basketball, but it more or less is it's more competitive because they kind of have the opposite effect as opposed to when I was in community college. You had to get someone to record it, you had to get a DVD, send your DVD out to coaches, hope you hear something. But now we're in this age of there's kind of overabundance of information. There's so many highlights, so many game films, so many different sites that now coaches have this mass pool of information, and they have to kind of shuffle and cut through and decipher like what's gonna fit. So like when I play too, like for one, we had 5 a.m. practices. And at the time I was still working at UPS. I was working the night shift. So I would go to work from 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., go straight from UPS to Sac City and practice from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and then go to my classes and then pass out eventually. So that's, there's kind of a brotherhood and understanding when you play at the community college level that we all went through a grind to really fight and scrap to get to somewhere. So that's something I really appreciate. It transfers into my life. Competed yesterday, and this was our first real taste of competition. It was good. I mean, we played two strong games. I think the identity of our team is going to be grit. I actually I'm kind of in charge of the Instagram account for ARC, and I put grit, I think grit and grow or grit and work or something like that. But I think that's got to be the identity of, at least this year, of who we are. We competed well, lost one game by 1 point, won the other game, and you could tell we got really good buy-in from the kids, man. Like the guys are really bought in to what they're doing, and that's always a good thing. The only other big thing is just learning. You can tell we have guys who, they just haven't been taught certain things, and that's no knock on any high school program or any AAU program or nothing. Just, you don't know what you don't know. and these kids kind of have to figure that out and learn. But the unique thing that's happening is this is going to be our 1 weekend of like true competition, and we will not have another game until November. So we have a month to prepare, to really prep ourselves for a preseason. And even in November, we're going 10 or I think 12 straight games, right? And then take it easy in December, and then get right into conference. So, it's a lot to look forward to. We're all, as a coaching staff, very pleasantly surprised in terms of the way the boys are responding. And having a team of 6 coaches helps a lot. We can all kind of circle back on each other, go to each other's strengths and weaknesses. For me, I'm so used to having to be the head guy and everything. It is kind of a relief to not be a head coach, and I can just kind of step into my role, which seems to be more of the data analytics type guy. And I'm enjoying that role so far. And again, I think it's going to be when you have a team of coaches, just like a basketball team, I don't think enough is said that coaches have to figure roles out as well, and kind of play this dance of, our strengths and weaknesses to envision the head coach's plan, because that's the head of the snake. You gotta trust in your head coach, and even if you do disagree, be willing to have those conversations at the appropriate time, right? So it's a dance we're all learning, but I think we're going to be in a spot come November that we are definitely going to be a team that we're going to win some games we probably shouldn't have, and the games we're supposed to win, even if we face some adversity, I think we'll come out the other side in the right way.